Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. In this video, I would like to show you how I will do part modeling for this gear latch. If you look in this photo, we have a gear latch here. I call it gear latch since this is a latch, and at the end they have kind of like a tooth here to drive the internal gear. So we have two of it. So I will do only one part modeling of this. The idea they do this gear latch is this gear latch will be mounted on top of this pulley. Since we pull the rope, the pulley is rotated, so this gear latch will drive this internal gear, where this internal gear will be mounted on top of this. So the idea they do it as a latch. So once we pull the rope and this thing is rotated, and this internal gear is rotated, the internal gear is rotated to the rod with the cutting blades. So once we pull the rope, they have a freedom of rotation. So that's why they don't do this as a internal gear, as a external gear to drive this. If they do this as just a gear, if we pull, they don't have the freedom of kind of like momentum of rotation, freedom of rotation. So that's why they do it latch to drive this gear teeth. Okay, so in Solidworks, I already do the dimensioning for this gear latch. If you look here, this is a rough dimension of the gear latch. So we have the total length about 20, and diameter here is 7. Okay, let's I start do the part modeling in Solidworks. Okay, make sure the unit is mmgs. So I will start at the top plane. So in the top plane, I will do, if you look in this, the bigger diameter here is 7. So I will create a circle, diameter 7. Alright, then if we look again, the total length from the quadrant of this, the total length of this latch is 20. So I will draw a center line first. I simply draw a center line from this quadrant up until here. And also, if we look again, we have two lines here. By the angle, I already measured 20 degrees to create the arm. So I simply draw the line here like this. And I will do mirror this line about the center line. Then I click OK. Then I will set the relation here to tangent. And also, if you look here, the angle is 20 degrees. So I will give dimension from here to here is 20 degrees. Okay, let me drag a little bit. Okay, this line like this. Okay, then if you look, we have the tooth at the end. We kind of like have a tooth here. The shape is kind of like a triangle, and if you look, the distance from this point to this point is 7, and this point, the peak to the end here is 3. So what I will do, I simply create a line and it touch this line, and this line, and this line. All right. Since dimension from this point to this point is 3, and also the total length from this quadrant to this point is 20, and from this point to this point total is 7. So that will be our rough shape for this arm. So we have at the end we have a triangle here. So I will do trim. I'll trim this part. I will trim this part, and also I will trim this part, and this segment also need to be trimmed. So I have a rough shape. Okay, sometimes when you do trim, we lost the relation here. For example, like here and here, I have to set it back to tangent. And also certain part have, if you look, it's not fully defined, so I need to add some. Okay, the angle already given, 20 degree. I need to add certain dimension, like for example from here to here, and give it. I just click OK, so it will become fully defined. So I have this base shape for this latch. Okay, if you look in this, we have to, since the thickness is 1, so I have to do extrude by thickness of 1. I just click at the, make sure to use select contours. I select the region and this region to be extrude as 1. Okay, this this base, this is a rough shape of this arm. So if we look in this photo, we have a protruded triangle here by the distance of 2 here. So the triangle, so in this plane here, I will create a sketch. Okay, one thing before, we have to on the sketch. Once we do boss extrude, automatically the Solidworks will hide it. So I need to show the sketch here. So at this plane, I will create a sketch. So I will select the outline of the triangle. I will convert that to entities. So I have this trace of this triangle, and I will trim this part. So I have this region to be extruded. So I will extrude it. I would extrude it by the distance of 2. So this will be the tooth of this latch. Alright, the next thing to do is, if you look in this photo, we have a hole here by a diameter of 3. So at this plane, I will create diameter 3. Then I will do extruded cut for all. Okay. Next thing to do is at the bottom here, we have kind of a protruded cylinder here. If you look at this photo, they have a protruded hollow cylinder here by the diameter of 6. So at this plane, at the bottom here, I will create diameter 6, and also I will trace this one, convert to entities. So I will do extrude by the distance of by the distance of 1. Alright, the last thing to do is, if you look in this photo, at the end here, they kind of like have a curve here. So I will do fillet at this edge. So I will do fillet by radius of 0.5, and I select this edge. Okay, Alhamdulillah, I think this is a completed version of the gear latch. Okay, inshallah, in the next video, I will do part modeling of the other components, like the base plate, the rod, and the plates. Okay, please click like and also subscribe my video. I'll see you soon in the next video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.